guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Bruna, and for today's video we're gonna go over Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes. Is it worth it and how do you use it? But before we get into it, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on my social media, and let's go. So Genie Plus Lightning Lane, a lot of questions I get asked about, just like with friends, anyone that's kind of deciding to go to Disney. It's kind of like, how do you do Genie Plus? Like, how does that work? As well as, is it worth it? Like, should I get that? So I'm gonna be kind of answering those two questions today. The first one being, how does Genie Plus work? So I'm gonna share my screen here. So the way that it works is, so once you have a park that you want to go to, you actually have a couple options. You could either do individual park by park Genie Plus, or you can do the multi-park option, which is usually the same price as the most expensive park of the day. So that's just gonna vary depending on the day. The price there, it's not one price always. It's really gonna just depend on the day you go, and just like what the highest park is that day. So the way you go is you go on Purchase My Genie Plus service. You can only do this the day of, So like the first example, if I wanted to go to Disney right now and I wanted to get Genie Plus, I would only be able to get that today. I wouldn't have been able to get it yesterday or a couple days ago. So you get my Genie Plus service. So here you can see that the multi-park option, the highest, which is Magic today, is $25. So the multi-park one is $25 as well. So I could either pick like individual parks, or if I'm gonna do multiple parks in one day, I could do the multi-park option. So you just click here or here, and then you'll continue, put your card information, and so forward. And then once you do that, in order to book it, they only allow you to book it, I believe, at 7 a.m. So you'll go on this little spot, my tip board, okay? Done. Okay, so it's gonna give you options. So let's say if I wanted to go to Animal Kingdom and I had Genie Plus, and I can see that Dinosaur, I can book Dinosaur. I could book that one, and then I would have to wait for that time in order to ride the ride. Now, want to keep in mind, some rides are not on that Genie Plus. You have to purchase a separate Genie Plus. Like if you see here, Flight of Passage is its own purchase. So it's, for today, it would be $14. Again, I think that probably varies each day depending on the park you go to. So I believe, and I'll look over here, but I know Flight of Passage is its own price. Rise of the Resistance is also its own price. I believe Mine Train might be its own price. I'm not sure. I can go check. So when you do that, let's see. So Flight of Passage, its own price. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's its own price, or you get a boarding group. Tron is its own price, or you get a boarding group. Seven Dwarfs, own price. And then Rise of the Resistance is its own price. So these couple options here are its own individual Lightning Lane. So you can't use the Lightning Lane that you've already purchased for them. You would have to purchase it separate. So that's the only thing. If you only want a Lightning Lane for these couple rides, then you can do that, and you can just purchase that, and it's gonna be a little cheaper. Or you know, you're willing to wait for those rides or whatever, maybe, and get in the Lightning Lane for everything else. So the way that it works is, let's say I booked that one Lightning Lane, I would then have to wait until that time to use it. And then once I scan in then I'm able to go back into the app and get another lightning lane for another ride. The one thing I will say is this, and I will get into this a little bit more, but this works a lot better when you're planning on starting your day off at the parks and ending it there, because lightning lanes kind of go fast. That's kind of what I've been noticing. I noticed that. Now, the question is, lightning lane, if getting the Genie Plus, worth it? Okay, I will be completely honest with you guys. When Disney first announced that they were doing this, I was like, absolutely not. This is kind of ridiculous. I was a little upset because being a pass holder for many years, we never had to pay for fast passes. It was always free. So it kind of stinked that now like you'd have to pay to get the fast passes and it wasn't free anymore. So I like refused for the longest time because I was like, nah, like I paid enough. I don't want to, pay for this. And it can be expensive. So I don't recommend using it all the time if you are a pass holder. But if you're not a pass holder, I will say, and you're just coming for the day or the weekend or whatever, it is actually worth it. And I only say that because Disney has been so busy all the time. Unless you come on a really, really slow day, I believe it is worth it if you're just visiting for a day or two, but you're not a pass holder, because I've noticed that like it's been so difficult to unless you want to wait for rides, but I personally don't like doing that because I'm a little spoiled being a pass holder. I refuse to wait longer than 30 minutes, 60 depending on the ride. But if you aren't and you want to get the most out of your day, it honestly does come in handy. And I also just recently found out that when you get the Genie Plus, you actually kind of you get photos included in that, which is so cool. I didn't know that. So like the other day when I used it, like whenever we went on a ride that had a photo, we were able to get the photo without the Disney pass holder photo, whatever it's called, on the photo. So it was like a clear photo. So that comes with it too. So that's a perk of it as well. If you're coming and you want pictures with your family, you can use that photo pass option as well, and you'll be able to get the pictures, which is like a really neat thing that I just found out about. So it does become worth it, I would say, for sure. I just think that like if you want to make the most out of your day and have a less stressful day, it is worth it. Now, if you're just gonna be there for like a couple hours, then maybe not. Like if you're gonna come in late, I would say like if you're gonna get the Genie Plus, like do it in the morning. Make sure it's a day you're going to the park in the morning. That way you can get the most out of it. But yeah, that's kind of just my thoughts. Try it out for yourself, see if you like it, but I do believe that it is worth it. For just the convenience of you're going to be able to do a lot more of your day and enjoy more of it, if I'm honest, because you're not having to wait hours in line. So that's just my thought. That's just my opinion. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful, magical, blessed day. You are loved and you are chosen and you have a purpose. And I hope your day is wonderful. And I'll see you guys next time.